Oh man, I can't make one. Like.
Right. I don't know how good my voice is going to be tonight because I've been sick all weekend, hacking up all kinds of nice stuff. I'm feeling 100% better today, so hopefully whatever it was is leaving town. And I'm going to try to do my best. Gonna try to do my best. Howard no sell. You just might get some coughing in between. And you'll just have to deal with it. Let's get rid of this introductory screen. And welcome to another edition of Tecmo Super Bowl 3 with a 2019 roster update. What is up, Calicott? Thank you for the bits, my friend. As I was saying before, I popped off the stream intro. Been fighting a cold this weekend, so I'm not sure how good my voice is going to be. We got some encoding fuckery going on with the laptop again. Like I was saying, another week of Tecmo Super Bowl 3 from the SNES, the 2019 roster update. Don't blame me for the shoddy graphic arts work here, and here. Maybe one day I'll dip my hand into making one of these mods myself and make it look a little bit prettier. But for now, I appreciate all the hard work that went into the guts of the game, which is the real thing here. We're using the rosters from the 2019 season and building off of that with a bunch of custom players of my own. As you can see, all of these players that have the New York Giants, the NYG, next to their names are pretty much starters on my team. It's quite a bit of them. The goal is to eventually have a team full of nothing but custom players. Saturday was a great weekend watching Georgia destroy Kentucky to remain number one and number one in the polls and undefeated in the SEC. More importantly, the SEC East. Of course, the more success that they're having, the later in the season that it gets. Big game coming up the first weekend in November against my hated rivalry with the Florida Gators. And I'm just dreading that Georgia comes into that game overconfident and doesn't walk out with a win. And then I got to listen to Gators shit for a fucking year. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, you know? So we are starting out tonight at home against Dallas. We've got week 8 off. Week 9 on the road at Arizona, and then back home week 10 against fuck Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Our real arch rivals in this game. Anybody that's been watching this stream for the majority of the Tecmo Super Bowl 3 stuff that I've been doing, you know what my rivalry with the Vikings, it's been a roller coaster. And I do want to apologize for any hiccups in the stream. The laptop is still having a minor meltdown. I need to get this stuff back on a big computer. I'm working on it. So Dallas, Arizona, Minnesota tonight. Next Tuesday night, Chicago, New England, and the Jets. The one thing I don't like about this, in the original 1995 version of this game, and I can't remember, I need to play the original version of the game again to see if it works this way. They had a modified season, so after you finish the initial 1995 season, it would morph like say, this year I'm battling 1995. The NFC East played the AFC East, and then the next season the NFC East would play the AFC Central or the AFC West, and then the following season it would be whatever AFC division they didn't play the previous 2 seasons. And the game, if you played in what was not called a franchise mode back then, you would get a completely different schedule every year as you continue to play with your team. With the free agency period, the 3-week free agency thing at the beginning of the season where you could trade players and pick players up off of free agency. And in this version of the game, and I don't know if it's something that the guy that modified it left out, I'm just playing the same teams every year. What is up, Lid? Old gamer for life. Gotta give him a shout out. Just started streaming on Twitch. Gonna be streaming a shit ton of Final Fantasy 14 action. I've known Lid for a handful of years from the World of Warcraft. He was probably one of the best raid lead and dungeon leads that I ever played with. He moved on a few months before I did as far as
yeah, but you're stuck in there. So you're stuck,
ending his subscription with World of Warcraft. Existing in the world of Ezoria now.
It's an opportunity cost. Praetorium is a time suck, unfortunately, but sometimes it's still cute. You just make sure that it's the only thing you need to do for an hour. So you make sure you just finish doing your retainers and everything, and then you go in and hope for
And this clip right here, the prime example of why I liked running with Lid. He gives explanations to people. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, you know how impatient half the player base can be, especially tanks that just like to run in and pull things. So if you got people that are new to the game and people that really don't understand much about a fight, that can sometimes not work out to your best advantage. And Lid's always been one of those guys that will take the time to explain things to you. And I sat there on the couch last night. I didn't do my normal Monday night stream, the Z1M1 thing, because I was sick. And I watched him play Final Fantasy 14 all night long and got to learn a lot more watching him in that 3 or 4 hours than I have watching a lot of the other streamers that I have watched in the last few months that have been playing the game. Because all they do is quest stuff. Lid did a little bit of questing, then he went into dungeons, and then him and Ainsley, who was our A-class druid healer on our raid team that's also switched over to Final Fantasy 14, watched him do some raid content, and the whole time I'm asking questions and he's giving me the answers. So definitely has my interest peaked to maybe dive into some Final Fantasy once I get my computer up and running again. But for now, we are going to take care of some business tonight against these here Dallas Cowboys. And let me do some condition checks. Al Bundy's going to be in bad condition starting out this game. We'll put Ingram back in there. We'll put Marlon Mack in there. Blake Martinez back off the injury list. And of course, I like to have Darius Slayton as my kick and punt returner. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Howard No Cell. We are here to witness the Dallas Cowboys against the New York Football Giants. The Giants have won the coin toss and have elected to receive. Carlson to kick off to Darius Slayton. Slayton takes the ball from about the 16-yard line. And Darius Slayton with a fumble. The Cowboys have recovered. And drop it, Darius, is what we are going to have to start calling Darius Slayton with all of the mishandling of the ball that he has been doing on special teams lately. This is surely not the way that the Giants wanted this game to start out. Dallas now beginning on the 40-yard line of the Giants. Ezekiel Elliott with the handoff. Elliott blows past and Jerry Rocha takes him down from behind. The way that Jerry Rocha talks about Ezekiel Elliott on the Ramble podcast makes you believe that he wants to take him down from behind in a whole different way. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Jerry Rocha, I love you. And you know I'm going to fuck with you about the Cowboys whenever I get the chance. All right. Jared Stidham in at starting quarterback here for the Cowboys. Again, Dak Prescott traded to the Colts a few years ago. And Randall Cobb's spin move down to about the 3-yard line. 14-yard gain for the Cowboys. Hold on just a second. We are being professional here. One-man operation. Getting my clips ready. Because I'm going to send that clip of me talking shit to Jerry Rocha. You can also find him on the Retro Rocha channel here on Twitch. Hopefully after this cancer treatment that he's been going through since April is over, he'll be back on Twitch. If you see the Fight Jerry Fight logo over on the side of the screen there, that's what that is all about. He has had one hell of a year, to say the least.
Set, ready,
Ezekiel Elliott with the handoff up the middle. Dallas putting the first points on the board. Capitalizing on that fumble on the opening kickoff. Ezekiel Elliott, 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants looking to block the extra point. Not gonna do it. Yeah, it's just been one thing after another with him in that treatment all year long. Had a couple of complications arise after the initial chemotherapy. Thankfully, he's young enough and healthy enough. I mean, he's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. Capone rolling out. Hits Galladay on a short pass. 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3 for the Giants. Nice return indeed. The fact that he didn't fumble it makes it a nice return if it's for 1 yard or for 100. Of course, if it was for 100, we would have a tie score 7-7, which is clearly not the case. Saquon Barkley picking up a 1st down. And Marlon Mack gonna get the handoff this time. Mack picking up 3 yards on the ground. 2nd down and 6 for the Giants. And Saquon hit as soon as he got possession of that ball, losing 4 yards. 3rd down and 9 now for the Giants. 2:04 left here in the 1st quarter. Giants trailing 7-0. Kenny Galladay not gonna get that pass. 4th down and 9. Ball on a 23-yard line. We are gonna kick a field goal and trust that kicker Bruce Beard will be able to put one through the uprights. The division games mean so much, even though we've got a 6-0 lead on the season. Things could go south very quickly. So every point on every possession will matter, especially in a division matchup.
Scoreboard, baby!
And Beard kicking off. Allen Hurns back to receive. 18-yard return. The former Jacksonville Jaguar, Allen Hurns. And Dallas taking over on offense again, this time on their own 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott, again, right through the Giants' defense. He probably could have broke that one for a lot more. Instead, electing to dive to ensure the 1st down. That good old Tecmo Super Bowl computer logic at work here. Stidham back to pass. Cobb diving for it, comes up short. 2nd down and 10 now for the Dallas Cowboys. With 1:08 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Stidham taking off, and he is going to get taken down. 3-yard loss on the play. 3rd down. 3rd down and 12. It looks about as bad as the defense did on Sunday against the fucking Rams. I'm not bitter. I can be undefeated on my video game. To hell with what the real Giants do, right? The Tecmo Super Bowl Giants have done more to put food on my table and pay my mortgage than the real New York Giants have ever done. So what loyalty do I have to them? And Elliott breaks a tackle and gets the 1st down. 10-yard gain on the play. Elliott slowly but surely carving up this Giants defense. Elliott with the handoff. Going to get taken down after only a yard that time. 2nd down and 8 as 3 seconds remain here in the first quarter.
Round 52. Round 52.
Man in motion. Elliott going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss. 3rd down and 9. Trying to figure out why Martinez was not in his right place, and it's because I didn't put him in his right place.
Round 52.
There he goes.
Ready.
The computer knew that I was choosing that play. They call the audible, get a 3-yard gain. Sadly, not going to be enough for a 1st down. Ball on the 21-yard line. We are going to look for the fake, however. And hopefully we can block this. Kick is up. It is straight down the middle. And the Cowboys extend their lead 10-3 here at the top of the 2nd quarter. Carlson to kick off to Slayton, already fumbled one at the top of the game that led to the Dallas touchdown. 15-yard return that time for Darius.
Ready. Set. What?
The Giants offense still looking to get into the end zone tonight. DJ Chark down the field, crossing midfield. Out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys.
Set. Ready. What?
Barkley with the handoff. Barkley going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, loses 5 yards.
Set. Ready.
Dallas defense so far not letting me run the ball. Marlon Mack getting tied up right as the ball got to him. 3rd down and 14 for the Giants. Things just not connecting on this drive except for that first play. Capone going deep to Galladay. Galladay, touchdown. "51 yards. Kenny Galladay leaping into the air and pulling the Giants offense out of that fire.
Scoreboard, baby!
And we got a tie ball game now, fellas. 10-10 here in the 2nd quarter. Beard to kick off. Hearns back to receive. Hearns taking it out of the end zone, only picked up 8 yards. Now it's up to the Big Blue defense to keep the Cowboys offense in check. Stidham going deep to Amari Cooper. I'm just going to stop saying that kind of stuff because every time I say it, I wind up with a little bit of egg on my face. Computer coming back to make a big play on me. It's as if they can hear me talking through the mic. In this 24-year-old video game. Big Brother. Ooh, Stidham overthrowing Cobb. Would have been nice to get an interception there, but not going to be the case. 2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys. Stidham, Cooper, all alone downfield again. And Amari Cooper, a 59-yard touchdown. Giants defense just, I'm not picking the right plays. I'm leaving those receivers wide open downfield because I'm trying to call all run plays against Ezekiel Elliott. Some poor decision making on my part, and the Cowboys have jumped out to another 7-point lead. Darius Slayton making a few fancy moves down the field, a couple of spin moves, gets a 38-yard return. 2:04 left here in the first half. Marlon Mack going to get wrapped up for a 2-yard loss. Second down and 11 for the New York Giants. Dallas calling an audible on defense. DJ Chark wide open downfield. Chark gets the ball across the 20-yard line, 28-yard gain. Dallas stacking the line, anticipating the run. This is probably going to be a blitz. Not going to be a blitz. Barkley finally getting some positive yardage for the first time since the first quarter. 6-yard gain on that play. Second down and 3 now for the Giants. 1:19 remaining here in the first half. Dump pass to Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley down to about the 2. First down and 2 for Big Blue. Barkley up the middle into the end zone. And the extra point is up. It is good. And we're back to a tied ball game, 17 all.
Scoreboard, baby!
.44 seconds left in the first half of the football game. 17-17. And the Dallas Cowboys starting out on their own 20-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott up the middle, 5-yard gain on the play, and Ezekiel Elliott, a devastating blow to the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Pollard definitely not somebody to take lightly, as Pollard is equally as effective on the ground and as a pass catcher out of the backfield. But that is certainly a potentially fatal blow to the Cowboys offense. I'm sitting here looking at their playbook and the amounts of plays they have that mimic one another. Stidham back to pass. Stidham hits Allen Hurns. 10-yard gain for the first down. No, no, no. I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm what you would call straight edge these days. I haven't even had so much of an alcoholic drink. I would say since the 2007 Super Bowl. But I had a couple of them black cherry Mike Hard lemonades about 4 or 5 years ago, so I can't say I've been totally alcohol-free since 2007, but mostly alcohol-free. And I haven't smoked anything since at least 2003, so... I got enough health problems with adding to it with that kind of shit, that's for sure. Pollard with the pitch. Pollard losing 2 yards on the play. Not a day goes by that I don't want to just take a sip, because I do miss drinking. But I learned my lesson after a couple of broken bones and a couple of buried friends. That was all alcohol-related stuff. And a long history of it in my family. I just decided I should probably quit while I'm ahead. And thankfully, I've been able to stay away from it for the most part. I have a hard time with the word moderation when it comes to alcohol. So I'd get home from work in the first apartment I lived in after I graduated high school. I'd get home from work about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the time we'd leave, I had a pool right out in front of the place. You know, living in Florida, the pool pretty much open till November. We would fill that garbage can, a big 50-gallon garbage can, up with beer cans and cigarette boxes and all sorts of other shit every single night, just about. Go crawling up the stairs to my apartment. Although I will admit, with some of the health problems I have, I am considering trying some of those edibles. Some of my friends that have been taking them have been talking to me about it. I just haven't bit the bullet and bought any.
Round 52.
Yeah, good for me, right? I wish it was that easy to put down other vices. Me, I traded alcohol and smoking, be it cigarettes, weed, whatever, for eating bad food and spending too much money. Stidham going over the middle to Witten. And the Giants defense finally forcing a 3 and out for the Cowboys. We are going to look for the fake. Kick is up. Darius Slayton waiting. Not going to take a chance. He's going to fumble that because those punts, they get down there pretty fast. Yeah, you could definitely say Tecmo Bowl's an addiction these days. It had been probably about 10 years since I had played on a regular basis before I got into streaming it back in April of 2020. And I had forgotten how much I really loved this game. The original Tecmo Bowl, or Tecmo Super Bowl, obviously. a lot more user-friendly than Tecmo Super Bowl. Marlon Mack going to get stopped for no gain. 2nd down and 10 for the Giants. Barkley with the handoff. Barkley making a couple of moves to pick up a 1st down. And a 13-yard gain. Giants looking to get that run game underway here. So far, this game haven't been that successful with a run, at least running consistently. Marlon Mack picking up a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Giants. Mack again up top. Picks up 3. 3rd down and 6. Capone going to Galladay. Galladay in the middle of a bunch of white jerseys. The hell is that? Oh, that was a weird bit emote thing. I had never seen that before. It looked like some kind of Metroid thing. I was like, what the hell is that popping up on my screen? Thank you for the bits. Giants 4th down and 6. Ball on a 37-yard line. You know what? I'm going to take a look at some... No wonder Saquon hasn't been doing good tonight. We're going to put Joe Mixon in. Oh, he's in bad condition too. Bundy's in average. Mack's in good condition. Ooh, lots of bad condition across the board here on the offense. But you know what? Fuck punting. We're going for it on 4th down and 6. Throwing deep to Evan Ingram. And Ingram's not going to be able to bring it in. Turning the ball over on the Dallas 37-yard line. That's probably about where they would have started on a punt. So we are fine with that turnover on downs. Stidham going to step up and try to run it himself. No, he's turning around. And he hits Hearns on that lateral for 17 yards. Pollard. 5-yard gain on that play.
Ready, set,
Stidham back to pass. And it's picked off. Pollard, the intended receiver. Lawrence Taylor coming up with a pick. You'd figure the legacy players like Lawrence Taylor, even though he is a custom player,
Scoreboard, baby!
that he'd be getting a lot more love. But he's only in on a few different packages for me. With so many custom players, I have to rotate in And Marlon Mack going to get a 2-yard loss. They called it 2, but it's only 1. 2nd down and 11. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Score still tied at 17. Al Bundy with a burst of speed, dragging the Dallas defender for a couple of yards. Picks up 7. 3rd down and 4 now for the Giants. Bundy again going up top. Bundy's got the first down and a lot more. 12-yard gain for the Giants. It definitely has not been pretty on the ground for New York today, but they are starting to make things happen. Marlon Mack straight up the middle. The measurement's going to go his way. Another first down on the ground as time runs out here in the third. Capone downfield to Slayton. Darius Slayton tackled at about the 5. 37-yard gain for Darius. Trying to redeem himself for that fumble on the opening kickoff that gave Dallas an easy touchdown. And Marlon Mack running it in from 5 yards without much effort to give the Giants a lead as we begin the fourth quarter. (24-17) the score here in game number 1 of 3 tonight. Bruce Beard to kick off. Alan Hearns back to receive at about the 6-yard line. Hearns, 16-yard return. And Dallas starting on their own 22-yard line. I'd hate to say that the momentum of the game has kind of changed since Elliott has been gone, but I'd just be jinxing myself if I did that. Just like that. Oh my God, you can't fucking tackle. The defender drone running right alongside Randall Cobb and can't bring him down. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 73-yard touchdown. Dallas gonna go for 2. You blow me, bastard. That's the one thing I like about Madden that Tecmo Super Bowl always frustrated me about. Once the ball is in the air, you cannot change defenders. But the 2-point conversion is blocked. And Carlson kicking it off. Darius Slayton back to receive. Slayton only getting 6 on that return. More importantly, he held on to it. Dallas defense coming in with a sack. Robert Quinn putting me on my back. Oh, 2nd down and 16. We are in the hole here. We need something to happen to get us out. Will it be this pass to Ingram down the field? Peanut butter. Smooth, creamy, and easy to spread. 36 yards to pull me out of the end zone. And the Giants with a 1-point lead. just looking to run time off the clock and hopefully put a few more points on the board. Bundy picking up a couple.
Round 52. Round 52.
Second down and 5. Al Bundy with the pitch again. Shakes off the tackles and has the first down, number 11 on the yardage count.
Ready. Set.
Marlon Mack, 4-yard gain. Let's do a status check here. Barkley, still in bad condition.
Set. Ready.
Marlon Mack gets to the flag and gets a first down with a 6-yard run.
Ready. Set.
Capone dropping back to pass. Evan Ingram over the middle. About 15, 16 yards on that reception. They're calling it 14.
Ready. Set.
This game definitely not going to be one of statistical wonder for the Giants. But the most important statistic is going to be the win, and a win in the NFC East.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
Marlon Mack shakes through 2 sets of tackles to get into the end zone. Touchdown Giants. 13-yard touchdown for Marlon Mack. And the Giants trying to put this one out of reach. (31-23).
Scoreboard, baby!
It kicking off. Hearns back for Dallas. Right on the goal line. And Hearns is going to be flattened on about the 11-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 10.
Red 24.
Pollard shakes off a tackle. Big gain for Tony Pollard, 20 yards.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
Stidham throwing into a sea of blue jerseys. Incomplete pass, second down and 10 for Dallas.
Red 24.
And Stidham going down. Lawrence Taylor with the sack. He's got 1 sack and 1 interception so far on the night. And we are now under a minute left to play in this game. Giants lead 31-23. Dallas can still tie it with a touchdown and a 2-point. Intercepted. I think that's Brett the Hitman Hart. And if it is... No, Ricky Thrills. Ricky Thrills coming up with the pick. Ricky Thrills, of course, owned
that better? Whoa, one
by
away.
Oogie 37, retro mashup streamer extraordinaire, who's celebrating his birthday tomorrow night. If you're not already following Oogie, I highly suggest it. I don't get to spend as much time over there as I'd like to because a lot of time
overjoyed to see Breckenary right now.
he's streaming when I'm streaming. Or he's streaming when I'm busy doing other things in the afternoon. Usually you'll catch him online a couple times a day, streaming all sorts of mashups. He's the one that introduced me to the Z1M1 Metroid Zelda mashup game that I've been playing over the last month. Excuse me.
Round 52. Round 52.
Marlon Mack with the handoff. Picks up 5 yards. And we're down under 20 seconds here in the ball game.
Round 52. Round 52.
Kenny Galladay unable to bring it in.
Blue 48.
Third down and 4. I should probably not be doing this. But it's the Cowboys. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck them. That's all I needed is to throw an unnecessary pass with the game in hand, and just my luck, it would be intercepted and returned for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to send it to overtime. And then the Cowboys go down the field and kick a field goal in overtime and win. But not going to be the case. Giants going to pick up the victory here. Blocked extra points. Not that it matters. Giants win 37-23 over the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, V Gifted. Welcome to the stream tonight, my friend. 107 rushing yards by the running back by committee tonight. Saquon Barkley and Al Bundy not really able to carry the team as usual. Marlon Mack brought into the mix. 238 yards passing for 345 total offensive yards. A sack and 2 interceptions. Lawrence Taylor and Ricky Thrills with those interceptions. Dallas Cowboys, 60 yards rushing. Actually, 80 yards rushing. I always have a hard time with the 6s and 8s on this. That is an 8. 238 through the air. So equal passing yardage for both teams. 318 total yards for the Cowboys. 1 sack and a fumble recovery that led to the first touchdown of the game on the opening kickoff. Darius Slayton coughing it up. And then Dallas able to capitalize and score on the subsequent offensive possession. Giants eke out a win against the NFC East opponent. So far, these custom-made rookie defensive backs have been doing a good job. Stonegrass, the other one that was created for this season, gets in the mix every once in a while as well. Gonna see if anybody gets a bump. Nobody getting a bump this week. So we are now 7-0 on the season. Heading into week number 9. Giants have the bye week in week 8. And we will be playing the Arizona Cardinals when we come back. 225 to 115. Points for, points against. And I am going to let that roll through while I pull some Halls out of the top drawer. Oh, even smelling these damn Halls cough drops clears up my sinuses. They're so strong. Yeah, it really wasn't that great. Great of a circus adventure there, like you see sometimes on these streams. I'll be okay. It just started getting cool down here in Jacksonville over the weekend, and usually every year when it goes from being high humidity into cooler temperatures, it's actually going to be lows in the 50s tonight. This happens to me every year around this time. So, of course, with all the world crisis shit that we've been dealing with for the last 2 years, you start coughing and sneezing for a few days, you start to get worried, but I'm pretty much isolated. I don't see anybody. I haven't been anywhere in a year and a half. I get everything delivered. All right, Kane, you're pissing me off, pulling my Martinez out of the lineup there. Saquon Barkley still in bad condition. Joe Mixon, however, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Lid. Let's see if I can keep doing this. This is Howard No Cell for game number 2 of Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Season 15 action this week. Arizona kicking off to the Giants, who have won the coin toss. Darius Slayton on the return. Let's get a standing ovation that Darius did not fumble this time on the opening kickoff. Giants have already beaten the Cardinals once this year after losing to the Cardinals both times last regular season before bouncing them out of the playoffs in the divisional round in season 14. Joe Mixon coming out of the gate like a ball of fire. 37-yard run to start things off for the Giants offense.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
Al Bundy with the pitch this time. Bundy going up top. Another first down for the Giants. They've already got half of their total rushing yardage for the last game here in the first minute of this game. Hello, Taco. Welcome to the stream, my friend. That's awesome. Just a regular Baja Blast or a freeze? Joe Mixon taken down after a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3 for the Giants. You can't argue with free, and you can't argue that those Baja Blasts are delicious. I was addicted to that Major Melon, watermelon-flavored Mountain Dew that was out earlier this year. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. But after I went through 2 6-packs in like 3 days, I said, I better not keep going at this rate. I'll be dead of a coma from all the sugar. And Al Bundy just walks it right into the end zone. One-yard touchdown for number 33. Al Bundy, the pride of Polk High, once had 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school, but I've given him 5 in a game here with the Giants back in one of the earlier seasons. And the extra point is good. Maybe I should make the Al Bundy challenge tonight. See if I can get 6 touchdowns in a single game. We'll have to see how the Cardinals respond on offense. Murphy with the reception. Murphy slides right past the defender. 33-yard return. And Arizona starting out on their own 37-yard line. Kyler Murray under center. Kenyon Drake in the backfield. Murray gets it out before he is sacked. And Drake picks up the first down with a dive-in play. 10-yard gain on the play.
Ready, set, put.
Murray gonna run it himself. Murray gonna get stopped after maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Round 52.
Always a dangerous thing with the mobile quarterbacks. You try to game plan for them, and they're gonna wind up burning you some other way. Going downfield to Christian Kirk. The defender made a play for it. Could not tap it down. And Christian Kirk puts it on the 5-yard line. Giants defense all of a sudden backed up against the end zone. And Terrell Owens, easy peasy, gonna take it in for 6. 15-yard gain for the touchdown, Terrell Owens. I'm just going to go ahead and compliment Terrell Owens now because every time the ball comes near him, he is like a Hoover vacuum. He always sucks it in, and every time I say that, he will never catch another pass this game. Usually I say it late in the game. This time I'm saying it now. Darius Slayton to field this kickoff. Slayton down to about the 42-yard line. And the Giants coming out to try to get back on the scoreboard again to take another lead. Al Bundy. Bundy breaks a tackle and then is brought down after about a 4-yard gain to pick up 8 total. Second down and 1 for the Giants. DJ Chark spin move down the sideline. DJ Chark brings it down to about the 39-yard gain for DJ Chark.
Ready, set,
Al Bundy gonna get wrapped up with a 2-yard loss there. Second down and 10 for the Giants. Mixon gonna try it this time. Joe Mixon slides past the defender and into the end zone. Touchdown Giants. 10-yard touchdown for Joe Mixon on the ground. And the Giants jump back out in front with a 7-point lead.
Scoreboard, baby!
Bruce Beard to kick off. Murphy back to receive. 18-yard return for Murphy. Kyler Murray throwing to Owens. Only 4-yard gain on that play. As we roll into the second quarter, Giants lead 14-7.
round 52.
Second down and 5 now for the Cardinals. Kenyon Drake up the middle. Drake is going to get stopped. Only a 1-yard gain on the play.
Round 52. Round 52.
Third down and 4. Going deep for Owens. And the Cardinals going 4 and out this time. We're going to watch for the fake. That slow defensive lineman coming up to block it. We've got the blocked punt. And the Giants starting out with great field position here. It's that big, slow-ass defensive lineman creeping towards the ball. I'm surprised he blocked it. Excuse me, while my throat catches on fire. I never did take my cough drop, so let me do that. Giants starting out in great field position here on the 21-yard line of the Arizona Cardinals. Al Bundy going to get dropped behind the line for 4 yards. Second down and 13 now for the Giants.
Round 52. Round 52.
DJ Chark down the field. DJ Chark, doo 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 doo. DJ Chark, doo 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 doo. DJ Chark, doo 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 doo. DJ Chark. 24-yard touchdown. Maybe I should put Al Bundy up in that position just to try to feed him some touchdowns. It doesn't matter if it's on the ground or through the air. 6 touchdowns is 6 touchdowns. And the Giants have pulled out to a 2-touchdown lead over the Redbirds here in Arizona this evening. Bruce Beard to kick off again to Murphy. Back on the 15-yard line. Murphy gonna get hung up on his own player there. And Murphy recovers from that for a 42-yard gain to get the ball down to about the 43-yard line of New York.
Scoreboard, baby!
Cardinals looking to get back in this game quickly. They don't want to get down too fast. And T.O. All right, so my theory didn't work. T.O. again, another deep threat. 42 yards to the 1-yard line. Giants defense totally blowing it. I picked the call looking for Murray to run it. And every time I do that, he punches it in. Murray trying to take it in on his own that time, however. Failed.
Blue 48.
Murray again. Trying to run it in on his own and getting brought down. Oh, fuck you. Charles Clay, the tight end, 13-yard touchdown grab. I left the middle wide open. Extra point is good. The Cardinals pull within a touchdown now. Gonzalez to kick off. Slayton back to receive. Slayton's going to take it from the 15-yard line. Only gets 10. And the Giants, with 2:32 left here in the second quarter.
Blue 48.
Capone going deep down the field, across the field. DJ Chark miraculously catching that in the field of red jerseys. Ooh, I got kind of worried there. I don't like those passes that go from one side of the field to the other. That was always my knock against Eli Manning, because he would often make those cross the fucking field throws that would get picked off like that. This one, however, worked out for us. Second down and 7 after a gain of 3.
Red 42.
Joe Mixon picking up a first down to move the chains. Giants now on the 10-yard line of the Cardinals.
Red 42.
This one's going to be smoked out, though. Al Bundy losing 3 yards.
Red 42.
Second down and 12 for the Giants. Pitch to Bundy. Bundy going to pick up 2 of those 3 that he lost. Third down and 10. Switch playbooks here. Did not like any of the plays in that one.
Blue 48.
Arizona calling an audible on defense. Blitz, and they put me on my ass. 7-yard loss. Jalen Thompson with the sack. I'd rather be safe than sorry. We are going to kick a field goal here. 51 seconds until halftime. Any points is good points. Bruce Beard doinking it in off the upright. 24-14. And Beard kicks it off to Murphy once again. Murphy struggling. 12-yard gain on the kickoff, however. Arizona starting on their own 12-yard line.
Blue 48.
Oh, I thought I had an interception there. Hamilton picking up the pass from Murray for the first down.
Round 52. Round 52.
Kenyon Drake jumps over the defender. And Drake gets down to about the 35-yard line. 41-yard gain on the ground. I'm shocked Arizona is not going for a field goal with only 6 seconds left.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
Drake going to get the handoff. Only 8-yard gain. I think that was a poor decision by the computer. They surely could have kicked a field goal. 24-14 at the half. Giants over the Cardinals. 83 yards on the ground for the Giants. 116 through the air for 199 total. No sacks, no interceptions, no fumbles. Giants lead with about a minute on the time of possession. Cardinals 42 on the ground, 124 through the air for 166 total and 1 sack. And Arizona getting the ball at the top of the third. Beard kicks off. You've heard this before. Murphy back to receive. A 11-yard return.
Red 42. Red 42.
Kenyon Drake coming out of that with a burst of speed. I'm going to venture to guess that Drake is in excellent condition the way that he hit the hole that time. He looked a lot faster than he was looking there at the beginning of the game.
Round 52. Round 52.
Definitely going to have to keep him in check.
First down.
Drake gets 5 yards and a first down to move the chains for Arizona.
Red 42. Red 42. Blue.
Drake again with the handoff. Drake hard to go down. 8-yard gain on that run. Second down and 1.
Red 24. Red 24.
Oh, he going down deep to Owens. Murray connecting with Owens again. 28-yard gain. Owens coming down with that in the middle of about 2 or 3 Giants defenders.
Blue 48. Blue 48. Hut.
Pass is broken up in the air. Incomplete. Giants with a 10-point lead here, about halfway through the third quarter. Still need to take this game very seriously for reasons like that. Terrell Owens, again, just burning the Giants' defense. He's already got 118 yards on us tonight. Down to the 1-yard line again.
Round 52. Hut.
Kenyon Drake going to get wrapped up for a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 3 for the Cardinals.
Blue 48. Blue 48. Hut.
Drake again trying to hit that hole that is just not there. Loses another couple yards. 3rd down and 4. We got the Kyler Murray run play in this time. We're going to have to watch for him. Kenyon Drake again. And they are going to go for the field goal. We're going to watch for a fake run, however. And we got the block. The Cardinals coming away with a big goose egg. Oh me, oh my. Giants defense doing a great job there. Now let's see if we can turn this into some more points. Joe Mixon gonna get held to a 2-yard loss.
Round 52.
The Cardinals defense all of a sudden coming to life. Cassius Marsh with a sack. 3rd down and 17. Giants offense backed up to their own end zone again. Evan Ingram down the field. Evan Ingram makes the dive-in catch. I can always count on that play more times than not to get me a 1st down or a touchdown when I need it the most.
Snap. Ready.
Al Bundy maybe got a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
Bundy again. Bundy fumbles. Cardinals with the recovery. Hey, guys, fumbling the ball. I could be a real fucking shithead and take fumbling out of the game. But what's the fun in that, right? Turn off fumbles, turn off injuries. As nice as it would be not to have my guys getting injured and fumbling, that kind of stuff also winds up costing me games sometimes. So, ball on the 39-yard line. Giants defense back to work. 24-14, still the score. Kyler Murray hoofing it. Murray only picking up a yard.
Set. Ready.
The Giants really could have used a score of any type on that possession to make a little bit of separation. There is still a lot of time left in this football game. And Charles Clay with the big catch for 16 yards. Cardinals now on the 23-yard line.
Blue 43.
Kyler Murray threw it right to two Giants. And we did not come away with an interception. I call bullshit. Sheet and ass computer.
Ready. Set.
Kenyon Drake picking up 6 yards. 22 seconds left here in the third. Third down and 3 for Arizona.
Round 52.
Drake again avoids a tackle and into the end zone. Arizona scoring as time runs out in the third. 16-yard touchdown to pull within 3 if this extra point is good. Giants defense was playing so good for most of the third quarter. Complete meltdown that time. And Darius Slayton, 13-yard return. That Arizona touchdown set up by an Al Bundy fumble. Ooh, we got a lot of people in bad condition here. Bringing in Saquon Barkley for the first time in a lot of quarters.
Ready.
And Saquon starting out with a great run, about 13, 14 yards there. Joe Mixon doing an admirable job the first 3 quarters of this game, as he usually does when I bring him in. Barkley with 7 that time. Second down and 2 for the Giants. Barkley loses a couple. Third down and 3 now.
Blue 48.
Little dump pass out of the backfield. Barkley picking up the first down.
First down.
8-yard gain on the play.
Blue 48.
First down and 10. 4:01 left. Giants lead 24-21. Al Bundy with the pitch. Bundy fumbled the last time he held the ball. 6-yard gain this time.
Round 52.
Barkley swings through some defenders and gets a nice hole to get down inside the red zone. 27 yards for number 26.
Round 52.
Barkley picking up only a yard that time. 2nd down and 8 for the Giants.
Blue 23. Blue 23.
Al Bundy maybe got a yard. 3rd down and 7. Could have been a loss.
Blue 23.
Going down to Galladay. Touchdown Giants. Kenny Galladay with a touchdown catch.
Scoreboard, baby!
Giants lead now extended by 10. Beard to kick off. And Murphy, of course, back to receive. We're at the point in the ball game, 2:34 left to play, 10-point difference. Still plenty of time for Arizona to come back and tie it. All they need is a touchdown and a field goal, 2 touchdowns to win. So we've got to be very careful in our play choice on defense. They've moved it on us on the ground and through the air pretty successfully at times tonight. Christian Kirk pulling that one down. Jerry Rocha in hot pursuit, unable to knock it down. And Arizona moves the ball to the 42-yard line.
Blue 48.
Kenyon Drake up the middle, going for a spin move. Going to get flattened, however, but he picks up 3.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray down to Hamilton. Overthrows the intended receiver. 3rd down and 6. This could be the difference in the ball game right here. If the Giants defense can make this stop. And the way the defense has been playing, it's a big if. Kyler Murray getting sacked by Alec Ogletree. 4th down and 15. Arizona going for it.
Round 52. Round 52.
Incomplete pass, turnover on downs. And the Giants defense doing its job, keeping Arizona out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. With 1:26 left to play in this game, 10-point lead. Saquon Barkley with the pitch. Barkley, spin move, first down. 17-yard gain. Barkley already at 6 carries for 64 yards tonight, and he just came in the game at the end of the third quarter after being out for about half a game over the last two. Second down and 3. No gain on that play for Barkley. Arizona blitzes Capone. Meeting Cassius Marsh for the second time, and Marsh looks like he's going off the field on a stretcher. I personally will not miss you, Cassius Marsh. You've played admirably tonight. But fuck you for those 2 sacks. Own little dump pass to Barkley. Barkley moving the chains once again. However, stepping out of bounds, also stopping the clock. Barkley with the pitch. Barkley into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And the Giants' lead extends to a 2-3 score deficit that the Cardinals are not going to be able to recover in this short a time. 24 seconds on the clock. Murphy, if they were smart, they'd take a knee, but nope. Incomplete pass intended for Charles Clay. 7 seconds remain on the clock in this game. And it looks like the Giants are going to pick up a sweep of the Cardinals this season. Kenyon Drake, 5 yards to finish it off. 38-21, Giants with another big win in the NFC East. 180 yards rushing, 181 yards through the air, 361 total offensive yards, only 1 sack for the Giants defense, and about 1:20 in time of possession. Arizona, 87 yards rushing, 240 through the air for 327 total. 3 sacks and a fumble recovery. But Big Blue coming out victorious. Capone with a 100% completion percentage. It's pretty fucking good. Barkley coming in right at the end of the third quarter. 7 yards shy of 100 yards. Mixon, of course, doing most of the work for this game for 3 quarters until I pulled him for bad stamina. DJ Chark leading the receivers with 116 yards tonight. And we're going to see if anybody gets a bump. Another week, nobody getting a bump. Giants moving to 8-0. Going into week number 10. And this game, I got a feeling this game is going to give me a headache. I know we slaughtered the Vikings in the NFC Championship game last season, but this team is the bane of my existence in Tecmo Super Bowl III. Dalvin Cook and that Minnesota defense. But we always blame it on Kirk Cousins because Jerry Roach and Eddie Pence busting my balls on the ramble. How I can't beat Kirk Cousins. It's a hashtag fuck Kirk Cousins. And we're going to let the scores run for the simulation games till we get to week number 10. And I'm going to take this opportunity to head to Twitter and taunt my buddy Bricko. Let's do a live promo here. I think I know how this works on the Twitter machine. No, it definitely don't work like that. Just a second here. Hey, Bricko, it's your old pal Cap. It's that time of the season again, man. The Giants heading into week 10, 8-0. And look who I'm playing next. This is your invitation to come hang out with me in chat and watch the slaughter. I'm not going to say who the slaughterer and slaughteree are going to be because these games with Minnesota tend to get out of hand sometimes. But I'd love to have you in chat. Be kicking off in a few minutes. Hope to see you there, bro. Fuck Kirk Cousins. Alright, had to do that. we'll let that upload. I'll let my throat catch up. That's not what I want. Look at that. NFL leading passers about halfway through the season. Only a 69% completion rating, though. Let's see what we got for touchdown passes. I'm number 7. Touchdown passes. Patrick Mahomes, 26 touchdowns. Case Keenum, 22. Let's see where Barkley would stand rushing. Because I depend on 2 or 3 running backs throughout the season, Barkley, only 718 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, however. Let's see where he stands overall with a touchdown. He's number 3 touchdowns, tied with McCaffrey. Josh Jacobs for the Raiders, number 1 with 20. And for receiving yardage, I spread the ball around a little too much. I would probably venture to say, look at Sterling Shepard. I traded him to the Jaguars seasons ago to pick up DJ Chark. I would venture to say Evan Ingram is probably my number 1 receiver in terms of receptions, but I don't see any of my receivers in the yardage category here. Like I said, I just spread the ball around a little too much. Nope, there's DJ Chark, 454 yards. I would say Evan Ingram's probably a close second to that. Now, touchdown-wise, man, Ingram not even on the board there. I guess I haven't been leaning on him as much this season as I have in seasons past. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because that means I trust my other receivers a little bit more than I used to. All right. Enough of that nonsense. I've put my Twitter taunt out. Hopefully Bricko sees it in time to show up. I need to get with him because he's expressed an interest of actually getting on with me and doing color commentary to my play-by-play, because he is very knowledgeable football fan, and I've actually been looking for somebody to do color commentary to kind of fill in the gaps where I'm not constantly talking, because I do tend to get quiet at times. Because it is pretty hard to, for me at least, it's pretty hard to focus and play sometimes, especially in pressure situations when I'm trying to win. Well, they just took Darius Slayton out of everything here. They always mess up my return guys every single game. And my cough is getting worse after the cough drop. Oh boy. Gotta love being sick. Ricky Thrills coming in at bad condition. I'll put Jabril Peppers in for him. He's already had a good night tonight. Ricky Thrills can use the rest. And here we are, game number 3 tonight. Giants at home against the Vikings. Minnesota has won the coin toss and has elected to receive. This is Howard No-Sell with your Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Season 15 coverage. Yes, Sidewinder, I've got syphilis because I was with your mother this weekend. Tell her I left the nickel on the dresser as I left Saturday morning. Also, Zide, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you are feeling better than you were the last time I talked to you. I know you can't help much about the ugly, but for the rest of your body, hopefully everything is working as intended. Dalvin Cook getting sacked in the backfield. Nickel, I overpaid. Yeah. Second down and 15 for the Minnesota Vikings on this opening drive. Dalvin Cook again getting swarmed by a bevy of blue jerseys. Third down and 21. And Minnesota backed up against their own end zone. Kirk Cousins throwing it right to 2 Giants again. No interception. Oh boy. Well, I hope the butt doctor gives you some good news. I know that you will be glad to get this whole ordeal behind you, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry, it was right there for the taking.
Ready, set,
Oh, I had my worst weekend of fantasy football. I got blown out in the 2 games where I was leaning heavy on Chargers players on offense. And then 2 games, 1 game, the only game I won because of Derrick Henry. And then one of the games that I lost, which was the most important game to me because it was my money league team, lost because of Derrick Henry. And I was in like 42 different contests. I entered like a shit ton of dime and 25-cent contests on DraftKings this weekend. I didn't win a goddamn nickel on DraftKings. I think I paid like $10. I played off of the $10, $11 actually that I won last week on DraftKings and lost it all this week. Evan Ingram unable to come down with that pass. Third down and 7 for the Giants. I need to focus on football and stop talking about fantasy. I guess this is a form of fantasy football. Over the middle to Ingram. Ingram picking up the first down this time. 18-yard gain across the middle. To be fair, though, man, the Bills' defense has been killing it every week this year. They've been in double digits. Not so much with the Cardinals. And Saquon Barkley right down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. 36 yards for number 26 to put 6 points on the board. And the Giants are first on the scoreboard here against the Minnesota Giants, or the Minnesota Vikings. Getting a little bit confused here. That cough medicine going to my head.
Scoreboard, baby!
I know the first game I lost in my money league, it was because I had Tampa Bay's defense in instead of Buffalo, and Buffalo's defense scored like 24, 25 points that game, and Tampa Bay only scored like 11, and that wound up costing me the game. Bruce Beard to kick off. Anthony Harris, the ever-dangerous defensive back / return specialist. We still are not going to forget that game when Anthony Harris returned a couple of 90-yarders against us a few seasons ago. And the Minnesota offense back out on the field. Dalvin Cook going down low. Dalvin Cook getting a great block there for what should have been a loss. 23-yard gain. Got the trick play with Stephon Diggs here. Run number 4. Gonna be looking for that quite a few times during this ball game.
Ready, set,
Kirk Cousins, plenty of time. Goes for Adam Thielen, incomplete pass. Ball now on the 48-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Minnesota calling an audible. Dalvin Cook with a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 7 for the Vikings. Yeah, my money league has got one of them funky scoring systems. And we use 2 quarterbacks in the money league too. So things can get really slanted sometimes the way that D has that set up. Dalvin Cook. Another big run. 16-yard gain. So far, Dalvin Cook, after that first disastrous series where he got put on his ass 3 times in a row, is returning the favor in kind to this Giants defense. Only a 1-yard gain on that play, however. Second down and 9 for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook maybe got another yard. 3rd down and 8.
blue 48,
Kirk Cousins throwing into a bunch of blue jerseys. Pass is knocked down. The Vikings going for a field goal attempt. And it is good. 7-3 now the score here in the first. I've tried playing fantasy hockey on DraftKings. I just don't know enough about hockey to know how good the players are, other than looking at the way they're ranked in the daily fantasy league. And I've never won anything significant, so I tend to just stick with pro football, college football, and MMA, unless I get like free entries into basketball. Actually, I did pretty good in basketball last year. 53 seconds left to go here. 7-3 Giants lead in the first quarter. Minnesota calling the audible on defense. Capone back to pass. Capone going down deep to Galladay. Galladay not able to bring it in. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 for the Giants. Congratulations on that win, my young Canadian friend. And Galladay making that one in between two defenders. 44-yard gain for the Giants to get down into the 27-yard line on the Minnesota side of the field. They're going to spot it at the 26. So you know what that means. We're on the 26-yard line. We're going to feed it to number 26 and hope he can get some good yardage. He's going to only pick up 2 on that carry, however. 2nd down and 8. The only reason I was really playing basketball this year is because I had money left over in my account from last football season. Usually I just deposit $25 at the beginning of football season and then play off of that for the year. Couple of infusions of $5 here and $5 there. And the Giants faced with a 4th and 6 on the 23-yard line. Let's kick a field goal just to be safe. Oh, I was scared that was going to get blocked. Bruce Beard doinking off the left upright. 10-3 now the score. Giants taking the lead and extending it by 3. Unintentional onside kick due to premature retaliation. Vikings. All right. You missed your first pick of the season because of the London game. Why are you waiting until Sunday to make your fucking picks anyways when you got games starting on Thursday now? I always make mine on Wednesday. The line don't change after Wednesday. That's why I tell everybody, make your picks on Wednesday. You're not going to get any sympathy from me for that one, Sidewinder. I'm sorry. It's hard enough for me to remember to make my own picks every week that I gotta be chasing after everybody else. So I will just thank you for missing the pick and moving me up a little bit. I haven't checked to see where I'm at. I was at dead last going into the weekend on the football picks last week, as opposed to first place in college football. There have been so many close games and wonky scoring games in the NFL this year, it's been harder for me to pick the point spread. And actually, you should probably be applauded for that, because usually you're missing picks right off the bat. I figured it was either you or Desi that was in first place. I definitely know it wasn't me, Chokesta, or Bruce. Kirk Cousins gonna take this one on his own, picks up 9 yards. And the Vikings gonna be held to a field goal attempt. Kick is up. Bailey's kick is gonna bounce off the upright, and it is good. 10-6 here in the second quarter. Darius Slayton, only a 6-yard return this time. Al Bundy with the handoff, gonna get smoked in the backfield. 2nd down and 15. And Everson Griffin, 3rd down and 23. Minnesota defense starting to strong arm the New York offense. Oh, I made such a fucked up play. God damn it. Scott Player kicking off to Anthony Harris. We fucked ourselves good on that one. I'm looking down the field, cycling through receivers and not paying attention to where I was running. And that might come back to bite me in the ass. By the way, I didn't notice that my Nightbot announcements were off tonight. But I do have a prediction stream game going tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Vote for who I pick or who I'm going to play in the bonus game. Kansas City or Tennessee. Giants-Panthers going to be the first game. I know that even if I win in the video game, the Giants probably don't stand that much of a chance of winning the real game. They got slaughtered by the Rams this weekend. That team is falling apart faster than any team in the history of the NFL. And thankfully, Minnesota going to be held to a field goal attempt. Bailey's kick is up. And it is good. And Minnesota eking to within 1 point. Here, with 1:06 left in the first quarter, Giants need to do something to get this offense back on track. Saquon Barkley with the handoff. Barkley going to get brought down after only about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Al Bundy going to lose 3 yards. 3rd down and 12. For the Giants offense. After that great first drive, Giants offense has been pretty lackluster so far. Mistake after mistake. Evan Ingram going to pull that one in. There he is. How you doing, Bricko? And since he took the time to come, I'm going to give him a shout out. You missed me running out of bounds on the last drive.
We gotta at least get up to the troll where you gotta go up to find white meat hold. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be
The legendary voice of podcasting, Bricko of the Third Faction with the Metanoth.
Are you getting hit?
Dropping new pods every 2 weeks. Or as they would say in the United Kingdom, fortnightly.
I did.
Also a streamer here on Twitch. Wednesday nights around 8:30 p.m. Central Time with Miss Listra, his partner in crime, the dynamic duo of Classic WoW Adventures. Please give him a follow. He is also an avid Minnesota Vikings fan. That's how everybody introduces you now. The voice, Bricko, the voice. We got to get together and do a test run on that because I'm still not sure how the delay is going to work. Like if I'm running this on my end, there's like a 10 to 15 second delay on Twitch, at least on my tablet that I'm looking at. And that kind of makes it, if I'm calling a play and then you're coming in 10, 15 seconds later, I want to try it. I want to try it, though. Please excuse me. I've been sick all weekend. Oh, holding out for Evan Ingram here. And we go into the half with a measly 1-point lead. The Giants started out like a ball of fire. And right now, it's just like water dripping off a leaf as far as offense goes. Don't let those numbers fool you. The Vikings defense has been keeping us in check for a quarter and a half. This Sunday, I don't know. I sent a message to Demidanoff, and she said they're still reworking with the other people, too. I'll have to get back with you guys on that. It all depends on the time. The Giants only 20 yards on the ground, 40 yards rushing for the Vikings. 24 passing yards, 64 yards total for the Vikings. 1 sack. And the Giants 108 yards through the air, 128 total. No sacks, interceptions, or fumbles for the Giants defense. Giants only about 30 seconds on time of possession. And New York going to get the ball back to start things off in the third quarter. Darius Slayton with a 10-yard return.
Round 52.
I'll get with you after the stream and let you know. But 4:30 p.m. Central Time, yeah, I'll be awake by then. So yeah. As you know, I keep vampire hours. I usually don't go to sleep till 6, 7 in the morning. So I would definitely want to do it when I'm wide awake and not falling asleep. Saquon Barkley, fumble. Oh, how the Vikings didn't get that recovery, I have no idea, but I am thankful the cheating-ass computer didn't get its way this time. Al Bundy with the handoff. And of course, it's only the cheating-ass computer when it goes against me, not when it goes in my favor. Because I'm just petty like that. 3rd down and 2 for the Giants. Barkley out of the backfield.
First down.
I don't know how. And see, you're responding to that like 20 seconds after it happened. So I got to figure out what this delay is if I can get it improved. And Al Bundy dragging defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Defensive end. Actually, I think you might be a defensive tackle. I'm not sure where they line you up, depending on what... I think they use the 4-3 in this game for the Giants. And another unintentional onside kick. The Giants retrieving that onside kick. Going to do a quick condition check. Usually not against me, though, Bricko. My running has been pretty atrocious in the other 2 games today. Excuse me. Like I said, I've been sick all weekend. Saquon Barkley out of the backfield for 8 yards. My running game, for the most part, has been pretty atrocious tonight. So I'm surprised I've gotten any headway. And Barkley going to rip another one for 6 points. Touchdown, Giants. Barkley with a 40-yard run. I need to have you in stream more often when I'm playing the Vikings. Every time you're in watching, I'm blowing them out. Onside kick. Not going to be an onside kick that time. You see, ladies and gentlemen, as a man aged 47, almost 48 years here in a couple of weeks, I have a problem with premature ejaculation. Sometimes I get so excited after I make a big play for a touchdown or whatever on a kickoff that's ensuing after said play. You will hear me like that just out of force of habit. And a lot of times, I don't mean to do it, but I do it anyways. And it results in a premature ejaculation onside kick or a failed punt attempt to where I get a very shallow punt. Sometimes the premature ejaculation works out in my favor, as it did that time when the Giants were able to get the ball back and put another 6 on the board.
Blue 48, blue 48.
Dalvin Cook slicing through the Giants defense.
First down.
A big giggity there, Fiesta Taco.
Blue 43, blue 43.
Irv Smith picking up 6. So far, the Giants' defense in the second half been a lot more in control of this Minnesota offense. Dalvin Cook has kind of slowed down. He was shredding us pretty badly in the first half. 3rd down and 3. Cook again. I should have seen that one coming. That's the danger with some of these teams that have exact looking plays in the playbook. There's only slight differences in them. Like this one right here. Run number 2 and run number 3. The exact same play. So if I pick run number 2 and they run number 3, chances are it's not going to get stopped with a blitz. That play that they just succeeded on, it's in the playbook twice in their other playbook.
Set. Ready.
We selected the right play that time. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Minnesota going for the peanut butter play. Dalvin Cook out of the backfield for a 1st down. 11-yard gain. I was going down to cover Irv Smith because I know, just because of how well that play works for me, the Red Gun Z, If that tight end is left alone, that tight end is going home. And Dalvin Cook gonna get hit. Oh no, Dalvin Cook gonna get hit, gonna get carried out on the stretcher. Matheson coming in for the Vikings. Madison, not a shabby running back, but not as versatile as Dalvin Cook. Madison looking to make his name already. Shakes off that tackle attempt and picks up a first down, 18-yard gain.
Blue 43, blue 43.
And Stephon Diggs,
Touchdown.
spin move his way out of a tackle, spin move his way into the end zone. 30-yard touchdown. The Vikings answer the Giants' touchdown with one of their own. And now make this a one-score ball game. (16-24) as we go into the fourth quarter. Dan Bailey going for the onside kick. A Big Ass, my offensive lineman, with the recovery. Gonna be doing some condition checks. Ooh, just gonna check in to see what condition my condition is in. Frasley's in bad condition. Darius Slayton, I think I'm gonna bring him in for DJ Chark, who is also in bad condition. Barkley in bad condition again. We'll bring in Joe Mixon. And with 4 minutes and 58 seconds left, time of possession going to be key here in the fourth quarter. Vikings defense swarming the Giants. And Joe Mixon getting knocked back for a loss of 5 yards. Second down and 15. Minnesota calling an audible on defense. To Ingram for 7 yards. And Evan Ingram going out injured now. Minnesota loses Cook. And now New York has lost Evan Ingram. Mark Bavaro in bad condition here. We got a lot of bad condition players on the bench for the Giants. How the hell are they in bad condition when they've been on the damn bench for the whole game? And the Minnesota defense. Danielle Hunter gonna plant me on my ass. Ball on the 34-yard line. I got no choice but to punt. 4th down and 20. We got some bit rate issues going on here. I do apologize. Anthony Harris does not want to go down. See if I got anything running in the background that's sucking up my fucking bandwidth here. Hopefully it clears up. Minnesota back on the offense.
Round 52.
Starting at their own 15-yard line. Giants defense needs to get to work. Kirk Cousins.
Quarterback sack.
Blake Martinez coming in for that sack.
Ran 24. Ran 24.
Madison, 7-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 10.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
As I said, we are experiencing some bitrate issues here. I do apologize for any loss of quality. We're usually pretty stable. I'm going to guess there's something going on with Comcast tonight. Fourth down and 3 for the Vikings.
Ready. Set.
And Mattinson going to get the dive. They're going to measure it. I don't think they need to. First down, Minnesota moving the chains.
Ran 24.
And Kirk Cousins
Quarterback sack.
going down at the hands of Lawrence Taylor.
Ran 24.
Yeah, you're the defensive end here, Bricko, right there. I normally won't play with my defensive ends because I depend on them to fill the holes. And sometime I'm fortunate enough they'll cause the fumbles. They will sneak in for a sack. I like to control the inside linebackers more times than not. Kyle Rudolph, former Viking, now current Giant tight end. Sneaking one in for another first down. 2:29 left on the clock. Minnesota working their way down the field.
Set. Ready.
And Mattinson breaking all those tackles.
First down.
All right, this bitrate shit's pissing me off. It's diving down into double digits now. I don't want to stop the stream this late in the stream because it's, we got 2 minutes left in the ball game. We're just going to have to limp through, I guess.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
Mattinson going to get Flattinson. Loses 5 yards on that play.
Ready. Set. Pass incomplete.
Kirk Cousins to Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. 3rd down and 15.
Ran 42.
Rico making the tackle on Mattinson that time.
Blue 48.
4th down and 19 for the Vikings. Mattinson dragging Lawrence Taylor. Thankfully, a couple of Lawrence Taylor's buddies coming up to make the save and preventing Mattinson from breaking one long. Joe Mixon, all he's got to do is hold on to the ball and run this clock out. 57 seconds left.
Round 52.
After the last couple of weeks where we've had a lot of blowouts, Giants have been playing it close every single game this week. You're wrecking yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And the Giants gonna let this clock run down to 13 seconds. Ball on the 38-yard line. We are gonna be safe and punt it away and hope to God that Harris doesn't return it. This could be dangerous in and of itself. Scott Player with a shallow kick.
Blue 48.
Kirk Cousins gonna try to run it on his own. And it wasn't a blowout this time, but the Giants win 24-16 over the Vikings. And all I got to say is Skull! My respiratory system is not up to that goddamn didgeridoo anymore. Why do I even have this thing in my house anymore? I don't know. Giants win 24-16, 110 rushing yards, 133 through the air, 243 total. 2 sacks, no interceptions or fumbles. Giants defense trailing by about 10 seconds, 12 seconds. In time of possession, Minnesota pretty even on offense as well. 105 on the ground, 106 through the air, 211 total yards. 2 sacks and a fumble. Not a pretty game, but a game with a W. Mattinson doing a noble job, almost matched Dalvin Cook in yardage with less possessions. And the Giants now move to 9-0 on the season, going into week number 11. We have got 152 points against us, 287 in our favor. I'm going to be paying for all that Howard no self-talk tonight. Let's check to see if anybody needs any editing. Columbo getting a bump. Let's see. Let's give Colombo a little more hitting power. Still got a lot of room to build on Bricko. Hopefully he'll start getting some more. It takes a long time to build up some of these linemen. The offensive linemen build up pretty easily. The defensive linemen take a little more to build up. Offensively, after 10 weeks, the Giants 29th in the league in total offense. 25 passing, 22 rushing. Defense is where it's at, though. Giants, #1 overall total defense. #1 pass defense. #1 rush defense. Only 676 yards against us this season. And we going into next week against the Bears, the Patriots, and the Jets in the Battle of New York. Holy shit. All I ask for is to be able to breathe when I do this. That's why I didn't stream last night, because I was coughing and hacking all over the place. I may have overdid it tonight with the voices. But I started doing the Howard No Cell, especially for Tuesday night. So I figured, why the hell not, right? To keep doing it. Remember, tomorrow night, if you haven't voted yet, go vote for my bonus game. And before I start coughing and hacking in everybody's ear, I will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to send this raid over to my pal Devin on the Green Channel. Bricko was a guest on Devin's podcast this week, Druids of Azeroth. Go listen to that wherever you find your favorite podcasts. I will see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m., Week 7 prediction stream. Thank you for stopping in, Bricko. Sorry I beat your Vikings in front of you again. I'll get with you about the podcast in a few minutes. Take care, everybody. Oh, and apparently he is offline. Or is he? I just know. Did the wrong Green Channel. Figures. I forgot the E at the end. There, we're trying this again.